Did you know My Singing Monsters?
Did you know?
Big Blue Bubble's first game was actually a licensed game based on the TV show Atomic Betty in 2005.
However, the game wasn't well received. Even this is actually just a partnership.
And
So they've also done,
but they've also done many mobile games before My Singing Monsters,
such
most
as
notably Fling a Thing and Thumpies.
Thumpies
is actually reused as a monster in games.
Fling a Thing is
The thing from Fling Thing, the basic one at least, is used in the Amber Thing and Free Thing decorations.
And did you know that there's actually most might not know this, but Big Blue Bubble actually did a partnership with Sony.
And well, we don't know this for sure, but let's get this fact. There's not a lot of evidence for this, but it's just an estimate.
Did you know that there was actually a Vita version of My Singing Monsters? It was for Vita.
Which is two version exclusive monsters.
There's Yostridge and Gaju.
There are currently no plans of bringing these monsters.
Why? This is our.
We assume it's for copyright reasons.
Or trademark.
We assume it's for business reasons. But it could be other reasons. Maybe it's just trying to encourage the Vita sales.
Oh. And did you know that because for an update of My Singing Monsters, it's actually possible to access files. I was revealing a lot of things.
And it's actually still possible. In the files consist rare ethereal or unused rare ethereals, the audio for Webbox on air, water.
Very well box.
For Rare Webbox on air, water, and islands. And
other wobblings.
But we haven't had any wobblings in file leaks in Screamo.
Where we knew everything about it except for its name.
We pretty much knew everything about it except for its animation, name, and bio.
And if you post anything about this, it's on the internet. And if you talk about it, discuss this on the internet, this will result in a permanent ban.
If you show any of this stuff on the internet, it will result in a permanent ban. So, how about no? Don't do that.
And did you know that there was actually a bizarre version?
Actually, a Korean version. Now, we currently don't know. We have no clue if this is licensed or if it's a knockoff. A game called Monster Choir,
or from released in Korea.
It has all the same monsters, but the thing is, it doesn't have any of the outer islands.
All monsters look very different.
And yes, in case you're wondering, Sugarbush is in the game.
But his island
but his island isn't yet. We currently only have the 5 natural islands and Gold Island.
And the weird part is there are special VIP monsters.
Ox and Pom Pom in a few.
It's currently unknown if this is a license,
as we've already mentioned. But if it isn't, please stop.
Did you know? Let's see. There's actually
the Dipsters, as most people will know, if they're even remotely familiar with music, that the Dipsters are based on the musical notes.
Do, re,
mi, fa, sol, la, and ti. Of course, since do is repeated, there's not 2 Dipsters with the same name, do. The first Dipster, do, encompasses both names.
Also, did you know that the monsters you might know today, probably didn't look like that when they were The My Singing Monsters Facebook page has
It has something called Throwback Thursday, where
they show beta designs,
they show beta designs.
and let's see, they looked quite creepy. For example, the Dipsters.
Instead of having a uniform shape,
They look like aliens.
much different. Such as being one that has no eyes and two arms in place of where horns would be. Most of them have grass on it, that just have put dirt clumps of grass sticking on his head. And at that fact, there was a Dipster that had a spring in at the bottom of his green.
It was rather bizarre.
Since some of these Dipsters don't align with the current color scheme, it's hard to realize which ones are which in the beta designs.
Did you know that the My Singing Monsters designs in the game, you see, aren't actually models?
They're actually cleverly animated 3D sprite. If you zoom in close enough, you can just barely see the pixelation on it.
Also, some things fail to load in your monster. You notice turns into a garbled mess.
The most notable times this has happened is the most notable monster. This has happened to in the past. It's Hula.
Well, it was glitched out.
So, there's also been a notable glitch in the past where a YouTube video recorded it Pom Pom and Rare Pom Pom its palette. It's being in very strange shades that they weren't supposed to be.
Did you know that the newest monster, Dermot, actual sound actually comes from
the memory game file of Bump.
Where he was called. It goes like this. People thought it was a new Wublin and dubbed it as the Mammon knockoff.
They sounded extremely similar.
This
was likely from the development stage where the Wublins were still called the Underlings.
But then they were called the Wublins, and
they were called the Wublins to make their origins a little more obvious, presumably.
So also, there was actually an interview with Wubox. The monster Wubox.
Further hinted that Wubox could have created the Wublins. And it's due to the fact that
someone has
seen working on Zucker and Screamer's statues over a month before Screamer's debut.
Also, Ox's data for Wubox on Wublin Island seems to be found.
Wubox's audio data is heard in the tutorial video for Wublin Island, as well as Wubox is the tallest monster in the game, being both normally and bigified. With the recent update, the My Singing Monsters, the first game, doesn't work on original iPads. The more complicated server.
Did you know that in Dawn of Fire, other monster data has been found, including
stuff we're not going to, a bunch of stuff.
There's been a teaser for Clamble.
And Clamble is still not in the game.
In AIM as of 1.7.
So, I hope you enjoy.
That's all for today.
Okay, but if you want a more detailed video on Dawn of Fire,
be sure to subscribe. Alright, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. You get the gist. So, see you guys then. As we're always, make sure to or comment down below. Bye.
See you.